Hello guys, let's understand today's question, right? We have here is 2215, and in this question we have to do what? We have to find the difference of two array, right? So we have given zero index integers array, that is nums1 and nums2, and we have to return a list array, that is a list of answer, you can say list answer of size 2, where answer 0 is the list of all the distinct integers in the num which are not present in num2, right? And another at index 1 we have to return the all the distinct integers in the num2 which are not present in num1, right? You got it? So let's understand this example, right? So this example is saying that we have, let's suppose we have 1 2 and 3. So this is one array we have given, right? Just for example, right? This is array 1 and this is known as nums1. And there is another array, that is we have here is let's suppose we have 2 4 and 6, just for example, and this is we have your example 2, we have num2. Now it is saying that what is the unique number that we have in num1 that is not in the num2. So if you'll see that that is unique number in nums1, what we have is 1, we have that is not in num2, 2 is already in the num2, 3 is not there, right? So 1 and 3 is unique and it's not in the num2. So what will happen, I will create one array, right? I will create one array, and this array will contain what? 1 comma 2, and this will be an like this element 1 2, and this will be at index 0, right? And this is called answer. Okay, this is answer array. Next will contain all the element in this array, right? And which is not present in which is unique in the num2 and should not present in this, right? So 2 is already present, so we will not consider this one. 4 is not present, 6 is not present. So what will happen, I will take 4 and 6, right? And that will come at index 1, right? So this is the answer we have to return as a output, right? We have to return, and this is nothing but our answer, a list, that is answer that contains, this is the list of array, and this is the list of element that is present as a unique element, right? In one num1 and num2, the two array we can say, right? Okay, so I think we understood this question, right? So further you can do with example 1 and 2, multiple examples we have given for this question, right? So what you will do, you pause this video and you will check the another two examples, right? Now suppose this question is why I'm going to discuss. Actually this is easy question, right? This question has been asked in multiple interview questions of Google, right? As you can see, two times it has been asked, and all other companies is going to ask really, right? So what we have to understand, we will understand these hints, right? And we'll do little hands-on so that you will have understanding about this type of question, right? So let's go to the browser and we'll do the implementation. So now we are here at this browser. Let's understand the implementation, right? How we'll do the implementation, right? So actually we have given two array, right? So to do that, what we have to do, actually we have to find the element that is already present in the list, right? In the list, and which is not present in another list, right? And to do that, what we should do, actually we'll do little you can say things that we have to understand, right? We will make two methods, right? And that will find our elements, right? So for the understanding, what we have to do, actually, right? For the understanding purpose, right? As we know, if we have arrays, right? So when we do arrays dot as list, right? So as you can see, it will take as an argument what things, element 6 it will ask, right? So how we will put the element here? Okay, so if we have two integers we have, right? Let's suppose we have list 1, just for example, and it is list 1 of unique element, list 1 list of, you can say, unique list of unique element in nums 1. Okay, and another we will take, let's suppose I'll create like this only, list of unique elements I will take, which is in list 2, just for example, right? So if we will calculate this number, right, this will become your answer, right? So what I will do, I'll take answer, this is your answer, and will return this answer, and this answer is nothing but what, your list, right? How will find the list? So this will become your list like this, and this is your integer like this, okay? And I'll take like this. Now what I will do, I will return this, return the answer. Now this is the solution we have to do, right? To do that, you have seen that what is this and what is this one, right? So these are two lists, you can say, right? And to do that, what we have to do, we have to find this list, right? So what I will do, I will create this list here, right? This list will create here like this, okay? And the data type should be what, the same. So I'll take list here, and another I will take list here. So if I will have the list of element that is unique in A and unique in 2, right, like this. Now what we will do, we will merge and we will return this answer, just for understanding, right? So to find this element, let's suppose I have method m1, right, and this method will take the argument, two argument that we are already passing this two element, right? Just for example, I'm saying this one, and similarly I'll we have already defined these nums, right? So we do not need to pass actually, right, like this, right? And similarly we'll take, for the sake of right, this one, okay? So this is m2, right? I will rename later, just for example, understand this one. Now we know m1, if we have to create this method m1 and m2, how we'll do that? So to create m1 and m2, what we will do, we'll write like this, right? And we have already understood that these two are our array, so we'll keep like this only, right? And we do know that what we will return, it will return, its return type should be integer, so I will pass the integer like this, right? Similarly I'll make another one that is called our list2, right, like this, right? Let me, okay, that's all. This is m2, okay? So if I'll create one method, right, and it will return the list that will come here, correct? That's too easy, right? Now what we have to do, we will find those element that is already present into the list, right? And to do that, whenever you want to find a unique element, that we should use a list that is called set, right? So to find the set, what we have to do, we'll make a list of integer, like that is, we will take as a set, and we know that this is our unique element, right? Unique element, elements in A, in list 1, right? And to do that, what we have to do, we have to initialize this as a has. Set is the implementation class, so we will use this implementation class like this. Now you can see that we have this unique set, and if I will return this one, just for understanding, so this will give you the element, right, and it will return. But at the time of return, what we have to do, we will convert this number, let me write return, and to convert this number, what we have to do, we'll write new array list, right? And in this array list, what we have to do, we will pass like this, and it will get converted into the array list, right? As a list, you can say list is the implementation class, so we have to convert this one, right? So we are actually converting this element into the list, and that will be done. Now we will write our logic where here. How we'll find our logic to find unique elements in nums 1 and not present in num 2, correct? That we'll do here. How we'll do this? So first of all, we have to iterate over elements in the nums, right? Nums element, right? To do that, how we'll do, we can make a for loop, right? And this is nothing but our int element, and this element will come from what? Nums, right? Like this. Now what I have to do, for all the elements, right, we have to check if this element is present into you can say in nums2 or not, right? And to do that, we will make a for loop, right? So I will take the element, right, element in b, element in b, I can say b, and I'll put as in a, or either a, writing a, we should use nums, and you can say in will say nums2, nums1, nums2, right? And this nums is nothing but our nums1, and this is nothing but nums2, right? Like this. Now what I have to do, for each element we have to check if this is there, right? If the element, that is, you can say this element, if this element is equal to this element 2. If this is the case, right, what we have to do, we will not going to continue, actually we will break this. We are not going to continue because this element we have found already, right? But at the time of found, what we will make a flag of exist, it is existing or not, right? Let's suppose I'll giving a flag is available, is existing is existing flag equal to, we will make true, and this is nothing but our we can take here, okay? So we'll make a boolean element, and we'll check if this existing element, this existing flag we have or not. So initially I will pass as a false for each element, we'll check, right? Because this element can be, see, in the array it can be 1, 2 and 1, let's suppose. So if 1 we are going to find in another array, let's suppose another array contains 1, 2, 1, and like this, let's suppose, or 3, like this, okay? So now you can see this one is already present in here, right? So we can say this is not unique. But if we are going to continue this element, right, so it will continue again, but 1 is coming again, so we will start again. So that's why what we have to do, this false we have to make again for this one, right? Initially for this one we have already made existing true, and we have break, right? So for that we have to do, right? I think you got me, right? If not, let me know. Now think about if this is existing, and so we have made the true, right? And we are breaking this one, right? So after completing the inner for loop, right, what we have to do here, actually we'll check this flag, right? If this flag is what, not true, like this. So if this is not true, what we will do, we have our map, set. So on this set, what we will do, we'll add this dot, there is a add method. So on the add method, we'll add our element that we are going to pass. So the unique element is this one, so we'll pass this element here, like this, okay? So once this element is getting added, we are already returning this element here, right? So this is the things we have to do, correct? For the same method, what I will do, I'll copy this method, I will put into another m1 and m2, right, like this, okay? Now this time we will start with 2 and we'll check in 1, like this, and rest of the thing we have to leave it like that only, okay? So why we are going to create this 2 method, right? That is not required, right? So what I will do, I will remove the same thing here, because see, the logic almost same, code is almost same, right? So what we have to do, we will remove one code from here, right? And I will give this name as m1 only, got it? And we are returning the same element, right? Now what we can doing, actually we are calculating this value and we are storing here, how? So and then we are passing this value. So what we can do here, we can copy this element, we can call directly here, we can call directly here. Now only one thing is what we have to do, actually we will replace m1 with n2. So at the time of calling, this is become m1 and this will become your sorry, this will become array 1 and this will become array 2, right, like this. And though then it is not required, as you can see, right. So for the nums1 and nums2, just we have to replace, because for m1 this is nums1, right, for the first list, right, and for the second list this will be your first array, right. I think you got it. So if you have any doubt in this video, please let me know. So I'm going to continue. Okay, what I'm going to pass here. Okay, we can directly, what we can do, one more thing, we can directly return this answer like this, and we do not need to do these things like this, okay, because we are already converting this, right, so that is not required. Yeah, it's working. So let's submit this one. It's working. Okay, now what I have to do, this is the very easiest question, right, and for doing the easiest way, this is the easiest way we can do, right. For the naming conversion, you keep it like simple, right, to get the unique element m1 you can rename this one, right. Now think about the complexity. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll understand about this one. Okay, so as you can see here, what we have given these elements, right, so these elements are given. Okay, so we are calling these two methods as m1 and m2 we are passing, but we are reduce the code and we have made this as a very simple. Okay, now think about the time complexity and space complexity. So let's understand about the time complexity. So if there is two array, right, m, this is for m and this is for n. So we are going with two loop, for this loop and for this loop. So if this is for m and if this is for n, right, if length of the array 1 is m and length of the array 2 is n, so now you can see we are going with m into n cross, right, because inner loop we have, and so that the time complexity become like this. Okay, this is your time complexity, as you can see. Now if we'll talk about the space complexity, right, we are not taking any extra spaces, right, here. And if you say the method that is taking this one, right, this is the, we are taking as a hash set, right, so this is auxiliary space, right. For the auxiliary spaces, auxiliary data structure, we should not use in the time complexity, sorry, space complexity, because at the runtime we are not getting this value. We are the garbage collector will remove this space, right, as you can see. Oh, this is very big thing, so you can ping me in the comment box. I'll let you know there. So this is your auxiliary space, it will not require space, and so that you can say time complexity is O of 1. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit subscribe this channel so that you will get more videos like this, and thank you for watching this again, and please subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you guys, thank you for watching.